free ortho consultations and convenient appointment times. Doctors Ryan Rush and Justin Hilmo accept all insurances and even offer an in-house insurance plan. And right now they're offering a cleaning for just $45. Just mention the Wasp Sports Special when you stop in. All around dental care. Excellent dental care for the entire family. Call 623-0866.
Cache Valley Bank, with convenient locations throughout central Utah, is pleased to provide community banking the way it should be, with innovative deposit products to help you manage your financial needs. They are large enough to assist you with all of your borrowing needs, yet small enough to provide local decisions and local control. They offer residential construction loans along with several long-term mortgage financing options. Cache Valley Bank, a tradition of helping. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Just a couple of minutes away from tip-off here for tonight's contest between the Juab Wasps and Payson. The Lions now in the JV game, Payson the winner, and that one was a close game early in the third quarter. Then Payson pulled away, and they win at 58-43 in that JV contest. Our pregame is presented by Snow College, and they have ranked themselves 6th in the nation in graduation rate because of their efforts. According to CNN Money, many other recognitions coming in. Top 20 in the nation in many regards. And we want to welcome Gary Carlson as the interim president at Snow College as well there into our valley. He's a Snow graduate, Sanpete County native originally. 1-800-848-3399. Phone number for more information from Snow College. 3A rankings, just to throw that in for you here. Morgan kind of the class of it so far. And they're 7-6, but they've played some really tough opponents. They're ranked number 1. Pineview is 2nd. Juan Diego number 3. Dixie is ranked 4th. And Grantsville is ranked 5th in the poll this week. And a lot of shuffling will go on in that 3A poll as we go along. And for the league, it's Region 12 that Payson is in here, along with Richfield, Juab Carbon, and North Sanpete. And that's one of the reasons this is so critical tonight for the Juab Wasps, because you want to make playoffs, and to do that, you just got to get the wins that you've got to protect at home. But if you can sneak in with a win or two on the road against some teammates that you're kind of matched up evenly with, that really helps out when you get into the league standings. And I've got a feeling, unless Payson's really dominant, that nobody will go through the league season unbeaten. So we'll have to kind of get a measure on them tonight. Once we see Payson tonight, we'll have a lot better idea on just how good a team this is and how powerful they might be in region play. Richfield, a young team, but they've got some decent athletes there, so they could figure into that playoff picture as well. They're going to present the colors. While they do that, we'll take this break.
New car, used car, Delta, Nephi. There's just one name you need to remember, Drew Bay. That's Drew Bay Chevrolet in Delta and Drew Bay Used Cars in Nephi. You'll feel good at the end of the day when you do business with Drew Bay. Drew Bay stands for world-class service with a hometown feeling. That's Drew Bay Chevrolet in Delta and Drew Bay Used Cars in Nephi. Make it a day to remember. Start your day at drewbaychevrolet.com.
Lots of Matza Pizza in Nephi is locally owned and a delicious pizza restaurant in Nephi where they do delivery to Nephi, Mona, and Levan. Lots of Matza Pizza has take and bake as well as hot and go pizza. Their food is made fresh daily in-store, and they offer pizza, pasta, calzones, sticks, and fresh salads. You can find them online at lotsamatza.com. Their menu is available there, and you can do online ordering available to the customers. Lots of Matza Pizza, proud sponsor of Juab High School Sports.
For everyday low prices and friendly service, visit Mount Nebo Market in Nephi. The entire staff prides themselves on outstanding customer service and providing you with savings in every department. You'll enjoy freshly baked items in their bakery, top quality cuts of meat, and an amazing produce department. Check out their in-store flyer for incredible deals each week. And be sure to stop in for your Terrell's Country Bakery frozen scone dough at Mount Nebo Market. If you're looking for good old-fashioned friendly service with everyday savings, shop Mount Nebo Market in Nephi.
Side-by-side multi-use vehicles are some of the most popular ways to combine work and fun. And for whatever challenge your day has in store, Honda has just the side-by-side for you. The new Pioneer 704, and you can see it at Garrett Honda in Nephi. The Pioneer 704 is the only side-by-side that features a pair of independently folding seats in the bed, so it can comfortably carry up to 4 adults. So come on down to Garrett Honda, 563 North Main in Nephi, and check out the new Honda Pioneer 704 today. Garrett Honda, proud supporter of Juab Sports.
Starting lineup tonight for the Juab Wasps. Dylan Douglas will start at a guard spot. The junior, Chance Carlton, will also start tonight, a senior. And up on that wing spot, Jeff Rowley, a senior. Josh Clark is a senior, the post player. He tonight to the ball game. And also Brandon Morgan, a senior, tonight for the Juab Wasps. So that's their starting lineup. And I'll probably see some of Davidson and maybe even Wolfert, the sophomore that could come off of the bench there for the Juab Wasps. We do the turn out the lights thing here for him to announce the Payson starting lineup along with the sirens. And make the big to-do out of it here. That's why they set the light up in our press box up there. Just the press box for the lights. Set that one up. So we won't tell you who their starting lineup is until they turn the lights back on. Our pregame has been presented by Snow College. And visit snow.edu for more details. They're ever growing in the online community at Snow College. And you can visit campus. They've got ambassadors. They visit various schools. And that's just a little bit of our Snow College pregame show. We're going to have coming up at halftime our Southern Utah University halftime show. And on our postgame, our Sunrise Engineering postgame show for tonight's broadcast. Austin Sober joins me tonight here for this Juab Wasp coverage as they open up league play. And then Juab will be in the dark uniforms. They're maroon with a white trim for tonight's contest. And for the Payson Lions, they'll be in the white uniforms with the green trim for tonight's ball game here between these two teams. And Provo area officials for tonight's contest here. Payson wearing, getting to be more common, some of those camouflage warm-ups now in their team colors. And maybe they just do that to look like a blur. I'm not sure, but they've got pretty unique covering on that. Are we supposed to say hi to Lainey back home, or were you under mandate or not?
I wasn't. I don't know what she's doing, but
okay.
In case she is, we'll tell her hello.
And the kids.
And the kids, Sienna and Deacon.
Yeah. In the summertime, out for walks up and down the street. Austin lives up about a half a block up the street from me, so sticking with the neighborhood in the hood tonight. We're in the hood tonight for this one. And we'll take the court, ready to go here. Going to have to take off the undershirt for Payson. I wonder if he's gotten away with that all season long. If he had it, he can't have the long sleeves. If it was shorter sleeves, he could wear that, but he cannot have the exposed sleeves on that Under Armour that he's wearing in the white. Had the right coloring, but can't go with sleeves that are that long. So either he's not done it before, or if he has, none of the referees have made him, and they're supposed to. That's a pretty common one. Ready to jump center. It'll be jumping against Matt Hales, a junior forward leading rebounder of this Payson Lion teams. Juab will be at the basket to our left as we're on the scorebox side, and Payson to our right. The tip comes down to the Juab Wasp. Clark will hand it off, and that'll be a setup here for Dylan Douglas. He'll come to the angle left, down into the corner left to Clark, around the perimeter to Morgan. Back in the Clark loses it, momentarily gets it back to the elbow, right-hand side, Rowley shot off the front lip of the basket, gets the rebound, comes in with a hook shot. It's good by Jeff Rowley, followed his shot, and is fouled, and he'll go to the line early on here with a chance to get Juab a 3-point lead.
That was a great job by Jeff. He's one of the shorter guys on the floor, but he still got that rebound and went up strong with it.
Free throw, rims off, no good. So 2-0 in the early going here. Juab scored on their first possession. Good way to start out of the box. Juab will be in a, they've got a chaser, if nothing else here. It looks almost like a zone with a chaser playing on Reno. So that plays right in with what Austin said. To the right, there's a walking call. Turnover on Payson. Shuffling the feet by Bryson Wood. You talk about trying to hold down Reno, and I think it's not a box and one, but it is a zone and one that they are the diamond and one that they're using there defensively. So, and that's not one of your common more things. I think they prepared that for this ball game. Reno, a pretty good sized individual, and they hold him down in the scoring department. Pass comes to the far side. Carlton drives baseline, tries to spin. That's cut down. Comes outside. They come inside. Rowley. Hook shot off the glass, a little long. Rebound down. And then taken away by Rowley. And a lot of contact and no whistle.
Yeah, he's working hard.
A lot of effort in there. But the rebound will come down. And Rowley is the one who has the defensive assignment of Reno. in the paint, shot, a lot of contact again, and the rebound down to Clark. Still tipped around by Payson. Boy, this is a lot of contact tonight. They'll go to Reno in the angle. Three-point shot, too long, rims off the rebound. Down low in the block, Payson. Kick it out, work it out top. Point guard shoots from the top. He hits on a three-pointer. That's Bryson Wood. First points of the night for Payson. They take the lead 3-2.
And Bryson's one of their better three-point shooters, so if he can get going tonight, that's going to be real good for Payson.
Outside with it to in the paint, Rowley down in the right corner. Shot from the baseline. That scoops off by Morgan. The rebound inside Clark. He's fouled. They finally do get the Juab working really hard. I like the way they're coming out of the box here and working the boards. That's 3 offensive rebounds.
Yeah, they're doing well. I think as the game goes on and Juab becomes more patient, I think they're going to get those inside shots a little bit easier.
At free throw line is Josh Clark. And I think there's blood on that one player. He will have to come out of the ball game. So quickly, Payson will make a substitution, and it'll be in the form of Dallin Neves, a senior guard, comes in for the Payson Lions. Meanwhile, at the free throw line, Josh Clark waiting here. JV score, by the way, 58-43. If you just joined us, Payson won that JV game. We're at the 6-minute mark, first period here. 3-2, Payson the lead. And Juab will get it tied up on the free throw by Clark. Coming up, our halftime show presented by Southern Utah University. Second free throw for Clark. Rims in. A little bit of bounce, but he got it. And the lead goes back to Juab. In the early go. Now, Reno, we talked about him. He does not bring the ball up the floor. At least he hasn't yet. He starts out on a wing. He'll come off and screens. And there's a bad pass, and it's stolen by Juab. They'll go to the outside right to Dylan Douglas in the paint. Comes outside. They'll kick the angle left. Step left. Now work around the right-hand side. Douglas in the corner. Morgan straight away. Clark in and out on a three-pointer. And the rebound down to Payson. Still 4-3 at the 5:37 mark. The far side in the angle for Payson. Come out, talk with it. Holding it there is Reno, who got it. He'll have to dish it off. He's defended by Rowley. He's got a size advantage on Rowley. We'll maybe come back to that in a minute. Here's a three-point shot, no good. The rebound taken down by Juab, but right into the hands of a Payson player. Misses the layup, and then a foul call. Nice rebound effort by Douglas to get the foul call after a gimme layup miss by Payson. So it'll be inbounds here. And coming back in will be Dallin Jasperson for Jordan Humphreys of Payson. Bit of token pressure. It'll be interesting to see if later, if Payson goes to try to post up Reno with his height advantage over Rowley. Douglas, three-pointer, angle left. That comes off the iron. Rebound, Payson. And then thrown away by the Payson Lions. Boy, Juab, if they could just be converting a little more from the field, Austin, they could be up in this game by 4-6.
Yeah, I think if as soon as these guys kind of shake out, they've had a break. They've had a long break since they last played, so maybe at this first quarter, they get in a rhythm and start knocking down some of these easier shots.
Goes to Douglas. He'll go to the far angle to Morgan. Morgan straight away, and then pulled down by Rowley. Back to Morgan, far angle. They work at the basket to our left. In the paint, Morgan to the free throw line, pulls up, air ball. And the rebound down to Payson. So shooting percentage not real good right now for the Juab Wasps. The angle right-hand side, another three-pointer on the way. That's short. Rebound. Boy, we've had offensive boards all over the place tonight. In the paint, trying to dump it down low, and it's stolen away by Rowley. Playing a heck of a game tonight.
On that drive, if he would have gone up with that, I think he might have had an easy layup there.
Far angle, they'll work corner right side to Rowley. Reverses, loses the ball momentarily. Slipped into the air. It's going to be Juab ball because Payson had control of it if they were standing out of bounds when they grabbed the ball. So inbounds for Juab. Substitutions coming in here for the Wasps. Carter Oakey will come in for a little. This will just be to give players a little break. Bryson Downey in as well for Juab. Coach Downward going to a substitution here. Give him a little rest. And coming in is Dallin Rowley for Payson. He's a junior, so we're going to have Rowleys all over the floor out there. And Payson's got a lot of Dallins too. In the paint, Clark runs in and dips it down inside, trying to put up the shot and got caught in no man's land. Clark might have been better just trying to power that up himself. So loose ball pick up, Payson. Angle left. Well, they're throwing up threes like they're out of style, and the rim is stuck down. The rim is kind of stuck down. The referee sees that. They'll have to reset it. Payson they're coming down and somebody's opening the angle. They're casting away.
Yeah, they're trying to get it going.
And if they do, that's going to open up Reno. Right now they're saying, well, Reno's not open, so we'll come down and one pass and shoot.
And that's what they need. They need someone to step up and help him. So maybe that's what they need to get going.
Contact coming up before a 1-4 set. Rowley peels off, comes outside to receive. Down low to Clark. Clark turns around, partially blocked, follow through, foul call. Good call. That'll be on Matt Hales because he did come down with the hand. And that will put Clark at the line to shoot 2. Coming up, our halftime show presented by Southern Utah University. So that is first foul that I have on Hales. They've gone to the bench quickly here. It is 2 on him. Okay, 2 on Hales. That's why and he's a key rebounder for him. Clark short on the free throw.
Yeah, he's a big rebounder. They're going to really need him in that key and get some of these easy baskets on those offensive rebounds.
He's jawing at the ref, Hales, as he comes off, and guess who jawed at him? His coach, sitting him down and telling him to hush up. Going to get a technical call. 5-3 as Clark hits the second one. Juab by 2. Payson to work it up with Bryson Wood, the point guard. Gets the pass off outside. Nothing for Reno. Wood had a notion from 3. Comes inside. Dumps down to Wood on the baseline or to Reno. No, that's Hartle, isn't it? I think that was Hartle that actually got that shot. Yeah, it's Hartle that hit it. So, yeah, Hartle makes the connection. Tie the game up. And an offensive foul call against Carter Oakey. So this game's tied at 5 here in the first period, our first tie. Substitution back in. Brandon Morgan comes back in. Rowley will get a little break. I guarantee it won't be any longer than what he needs for a little rest. And this is smart. At this point in the first quarter, get just that little rest and got the kinks out. Plus your substitutes that come off the bench get to work a little bit. A little drift right side. They'll kick it out top, comes far left. Reno with a back cut. And they come to the right angle. Reno is being defended now by Morgan. And Reno sweeping. He's just all over the place. And Morgan on him like glue. At the angle, now they'll come out top. Payson, another three-pointer. Kind of a sidewinder shot. No good by Neves. Rebound to Juab. And some pressure in backcourt. Coming off of it, Douglas. Little advantage on numbers, but then they didn't take advantage of it. Try to do a little baseline drive. Hang in the air. Shot. Blocked out of bounds, and it'll be back in for Juab. It was blocked out by Payson. So an inbounds play for Juab underneath their basket here at the 2:36 mark. And a 5-5 tie. Neves checks out for Payson. Inbounds from a 1-3-1 set for Juab. They'll have to come out in the corner to Clark. Clark used up one bounce and gets it outside now to Oakey. Back in the corner, baseline drive. Good defense there, but they're going to get him stepping the foot. He started out pretty good shape, and then Jasperson just kept planting the foot and gets the foul call. Didn't establish early enough, so back inbounds. 15 foul on Payson, 1 foul on Juab. Again, that one kind of low 4 set. They'll come out into the corner. Oakey got spacing problems right now. They need to spread this thing out a little bit, and they'll work it outside to Clark and do that. Clark says, come out and get the ball. Let's set it up. Bryson Wood really playing pretty hard right now on the man-on-man defense. In the passing lane, getting a tip away is Dallin Rowley of Juab back inbounds, or of Payson back inbounds for Juab here. Get it into Clark, who comes to the elbow. Outside Douglas. Now to Clark. Lost away to Oakey. Douglas. Used up the dribble, needs some help. Right-hand side. Comes to Clark down low. Comes out a step. Now to Douglas. Angle left. They come down on the low block. Turn around, trying to step through. And nice pass to Clark. Nice relay on the pass from 23, Bryson Downey.
And that was a great back cut by Clark. He saw the opportunity there on the double team and took advantage.
So 7-5, Juab the lead. Flies through on the baseline, dip it back out near side. And then a cutter down the lane, rims off. That was a nice back cut by Bryson Wood, but he misses the layup. Rebound down to Juab. They've got the lead and the ball. Good ball game so far here. A lot of contact out front, no call. Tipped away by Wood, and He holds up. Now they come down in the corner. Here's the baseline drive, and then they'll make a back cut. Shot is up, and that rims in. And that will tie the game up at 7 apiece. I've seen referees let more contact go in this ball game than earlier this season, and that was supposed to be a point of emphasis. Outside arm checks and the like. Out top, skip right-hand side, come in, up and under, roll it in. It's Brandon Morgan for 2. Oh, we go a 9-7 lead with 45 seconds remaining for Juab. Cutting through. Reno out to the right angle. Three-pointer, that's good by Jasperson for Payson. Jasperson connects to give Payson the lead at 10-9. We've had 3 lead changes here in this first period.
And that's exactly what Payson needs, is those other guys to come out and start shooting the ball well.
Pass goes far angle. Down in the low block. Turn and spin off of it. Clark's fouled. Oh, they're going to call him for hooking the elbow. I'd love to see video replay on that. I don't think he really hooked an elbow around. I think he came around with the hip and the lower body.
Yeah, I didn't see the arm. I looked like it was a good move to me.
Well, they'll get the foul tagged on him, and that's here in the first quarter. This is his first. And Payson, up by a point, will walk it up. Wood, their senior playmaking guard. Comes on the pass on the angle right. They'll come in the paint, dump it down in the corner. Shot from in the corner. And they're finding range on 3-pointers now for Payson. That one rung up by Jasperson. And at the end of the quarter, it's 12-9. Payson by 3. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Painter Motor in Nephi is home of the best new and used cars in Central Utah, backed by extraordinary service. Test drive the new 2014 Chevy Silverado that's redesigned from the tires up to feature best in horsepower, best in towing, and best in fuel economy, touting a V8 engine that gets V6 gas mileage. Right now, Painter Motor has a rock-bottom pre-owned vehicle special. Get any pre-owned vehicle for just $37 down. Painter Motor, 1100 North Main Street in Nephi. Call 800-662-CARS or online at paintermotor.com.
Nephi Credit Union in Nephi offers convenient service and a variety of financial services. They're your hometown credit union that's been serving local residents for over 63 years, longer than any other financial institution in Nephi. The staff invites you to check out their incredible rates on a variety of loans and savings accounts. Nephi Federal Credit Union, 155 North Main in Nephi. Call 623-1895. That's 623-1895. Nephi Federal Credit Union, proud supporter of the Wasps this season.
Back here for second quarter action, Larry Masco and Austin Soper with a 13-9 lead for Payson, a 4-point spread over the Juab Wasps here, and they did it with 2 3-pointers in the last 30 seconds of the quarter for Payson Lions. Started finding a range. And that's basically what, that should be a turnover. Yeah. Referee went to throw it to the player. I was going to say he was looking at a girl, but he wasn't. Well, anyway, he didn't handle the ball. He had to bring it back and go again in the corner. Payson's totally trying to rely on the threes right now. They've taken away Reno. Here's the shot up from in the corner, and another one. DeMore Payson ringing them up now. Going to the cash register. Jasperson again. Jasperson hitting them.
And that's twice that Clark's been late to that corner, and it's given him an opportunity to put that shot up.
And then the ball lost out of bounds by Rowley. Juab may have to adjust a little bit. I don't know how physical it's been for Payson this year. I've seen mostly, games down in Sanpete, Sevier counties and the like. And it's not been this physical, and Juab's, I think, having a little trouble adjusting to it right now. Pass comes down to the baseline. Set shot up. Good whistle. And a foul call away from the play, apparently. So the basket counts for Payson. And the foul goes on Chance Carlton.
And again, from the corner, I think you're right. I think Juab's going to have to switch something up here because that corner is going to kill him if they can't rotate and get out, then get a hand to his face. I think they're going to have a lot of issues tonight. And
it's early in the offense. It's not like Payson's reversed the floor 4 or 5 times and then found it. Unless it was after the play was totally dead. I don't know what the scenario was there. Reno out in the corner. Pump fake. Dumps it out top, and they'll come back to Reno. Long range 3. He hits it. Oh! Holy cow, he's out there to College area for that one. And it's timeout on the floor with the score 21-9. And we'll be back here in 30 seconds.
Azomite Mineral Products in Nephi is using a unique deposit to create fertilizers and as a feed ingredient for customers all over the world. Their Feed Grit product, used as a feed ingredient for livestock, is gaining popularity because research has indicated its potential to improve overall animal health. Azomite can be found at your IFA Country Store, Steve Regan stores, or on their website at azomite.com. For more information, visit them on Facebook, Twitter, or the web. Azomite is excited to be part of the Nephi community and supports Juab High School athletics.
Well, Payson was in a drought early on, and they have been cashing it in since. And if they keep this up a torrid pace like this, they can play with about anybody in the 3A. Streaky shooting, we'll see what happens to them as they go along, but they've had a lot of players ringing up the threes. They're relying on the long shot, and they're cashing it in now. And so the timeout by Juab, trailing here at 21-9, and just barely about a minute into this second quarter of play. And we've got contact outside by Payson. 13-point run here by Payson. They were down 9-7. They run off a package of points in a row. Inbounds for the Juab Wasps. That's the 16th foul on Payson. 21-9, Payson on top by 12. Inbounds for Juab at midcourt. Get it into the hands of Morgan. Morgan comes around right-hand side, goes far side, Oki. And now get it out to Rowley. Get it left to Morgan. Morgan being defended by Wood. Right side to Rowley. Down in the low block, trying to turn around, get it up from the baseline. One-handed push. Rims out, but Downey will go to the line here. Have a chance to convert free throws. He played that one a lot more aggressive than he played the other couple of times when he'd gotten the ball.
He did, and I think Juab needs to keep working that ball into the post because they're already in the bonus. So I think they should keep getting it in there and get those easy fouls.
Free throw is good. And Downey will have the second one. Here at the 6:45 mark, try to pull it to within 10, and he gets both free throws. So that broke the drought. They had led 9-7, hadn't scored since, and Payson went on a run. Wood works it up. Far side, Reno bobbles the ball. He is defended right now by Morgan. He's out top. They'll work in the corner near us to Wood. Wood trying to back in, lose the ball. It's picked up by Morgan. Morgan off to the races. Coming down the right-hand side, lays it up over the front lip of the basket, and he's got it good for two. Oh, Morgan and Carlton. Yeah, that was Carlton, not Morgan. Oh, and another three-pointer from the angle right. And that's Jasperson.
That's Jasperson again.
He is smoking it, isn't he?
He is.
Jasperson dialing him up. We've got a tie-up down low.
He's not even thinking anymore once he catches it out there. He's just kind of catching and shooting, and they're falling.
Douglas had a little break. He'll come back in. Out is Downey. They'll run a 1-4 set on the inbounds here for the Juab Wasps. Looking to try to get it into Clark, and it'll come backside, but Carlton will have to back it away now. And then he'll come outside Douglas. And they go right side Morgan. Morgan holds. Comes right hand on the drive. Tipped away. Picked it up. Reaching down low off the dribble at the other end on the fast break. And then tipped away. And out of bounds by Rowley. So it'll go back inbounds for Payson. Payson's picked the pocket a couple of times. Pretty quick-handed defensively. So inbounds for them with a 24-13 lead. 5:50 remaining. And they say last touched by Carlton, so they'll Payson have it back into bounds again here. This Reno that we talked about, that's averaging 20 points a ball game for Payson. Pretty good sized kid. And they'll get it to him down in the corner. We've got a whistle. And away from the pass on 33, the foul on Morgan of Juab. That's twice they've been called away from the action.
Like you said, when they get a little aggressive like that, you know, they tend to think they can get away from things.
Inbounds for Payson. Outside, Hartle. Now goes to the far side. Jasperson has really been nailing the threes. And the angle right into the paint. Dumped down low. Got caught in traffic. We've got a whistle. And foul again on Juab. No?
I think they kicked it. I think
kick of the ball. Okay, so back in bounds for Payson. Reno couldn't get to it. They'll come way out top with it. Relayed by Reno into the far right corner. Hartle back out top with it. Dallin Rowley, long three-point shot, no good. The rebound, missed shot by Wood. Rebound Juab, and it'll be Carlton to work it up. Carlton drifting right. Down low to Clark. Clark spins. They're gonna, oh my. So they call him for a walk, which might be. It's just that every time he makes a spin move to the hoop, he's getting whistled. We've got to keep that 1 foot planted as he's got to pivot off of it, not hop off of it. He had a nice move there, but for naught. And a turnover. The ball tipped loose on the floor, picked back up into the air again. Out now to Reno. He's defended by Carlton. Carlton goes to the high dribble, and foul is on Carlton.
And Juab has switched to the man defense now to try and slow down those three-pointers.
Yeah. Hence, Reno has a little more opportunity. So that will be Carlton's second. He goes to the bench, and Downey will be back in.
Boy, I don't know what happened there, but Reno gave Carlton a little shoulder check as he walked out to the bench there.
Yeah, and then Reno got tangled up right here with Rowley, and they're going to call Rowley on the foul. See who keeps getting away with this stuff. Provo officials. And inbounds. You're going to have in and have a little lecture. And see, officials didn't get control of this early by taking care of the forearm stuff outside, so now they're having to deal with issues. I guess they're ready finally to go. It's got a bit chippy out there. Inbounds for Payson. Come way outside to Bryson Wood. Goes right angle to Rowley. Down on the give and go. Shot up in the paint, and that's good. On an 8-footer by Jasperson. Payson up by 13 at 26-13. Across the way, Rowley. Picked up in the man-on-man defense. Comes from the corner far side. Down low block to Clark. Clark comes into the paint, turns around, puts up the shot. Little tentative with it, and the rebound down to Payson. They got to keep going to Clark though inside. He's got to be a threat.
Yeah,
there's a long three-pointer, dishes out for Payson. And I don't care how good a three-point shooter. When I'm a coach, if you come down and pull up on a three-pointer, you're going to be in my doghouse. And then ball out of bounds.
I think Bryson may have got a piece of that. Bryson Wood.
The officials are going to confer here. I think one of them saw it one way, another one saw it the other. And it will be Juab ball. So Juab inbounds with 4:18 remaining here in the second quarter. 26-13. Tight game for the first 7 minutes of the game. And Payson started nailing three-pointers. Douglas at the elbow. Going to be short air ball. Kind of rushed a shot. And the rebound down to Payson. They'll make the long pass. Reno steps back, walking. Got him on a turnover. He hit the shot, by the way, from way out there. And I think he was outside the three-point line anyway. He just needed to receive and catch and shoot. But turnover, and we're back here to Juab. Midway through the second quarter of play, our halftime show coming up, presented by Southern Utah University. We call it the M&M break here. Out top. Rowley got to turn around, got to release it out. Tries to get it in the paint. Up, under, whistle, foul. Nope. Morgan with walking. He bobbled the ball and it cost him on a walking call. So another turnover. But Payson's getting a handle on the ball a lot of times on interior dribbles.
Yeah, I think Juab just needs to be a little bit more patient on their end.
More playing with more anxiety now than they did early on, huh? Reno in the corner right. Stay with him. Baseline drive. He makes a bad pass. And they're going to bail him out here.
I'm not sure what happened there.
Call the foul on Jeff Rowley. Well, and coaching bench for Juab, talking to the referee here. You doing the Karl Malone thing? Are you protecting this guy or what? You know? Reno to the free throw line for the Payson Lions. At the first one. Tell he spent a lot of time in the gym. Or somewhere shooting. Totally natural athletically. And he got the second one. He gets both free throws. 7-point run now for Payson. 4 points in the quarters, all for Juab. They've been outscored big time. 15-point spread. Drive right-hand side. Baseline drive. Pushing foul on the baseline on Payson. It'd be almost interesting to do tally marks on the calls at the Juab offensive end, which referee is making them. I might be seeing a little trend here.
You can see the officials are starting to tighten up as those boys got a little chippy there.
Yeah. So in the game is Neves, and Jasperson checks out. At the free throw line, Downey for the Juab Wasps has the first one. (15-6) if he makes this one is how much Payson has outscored Juab in his second quarter of play. And that one dips out, no good. Doubled up at 28-14. 3:21 remaining in the quarter. Game presented in part by Azamite and All Around Dental Care. Halftime show coming up. Presented by Southern Utah University. In the paint, turn around just on the low block and missed, and the rebound taken down by the Juab Wasps. Pushing this Douglas. Comes down in the corner. Down low block. Clark turn around. Try to force it up. Got it in. I think, personally, they should have been a foul early on. He got the knee stuck into his side as he tried to make that move off the baseline. And that'll be Clark going to the line, chance to convert a three-point play. He worked hard for that bucket, Clark did.
Yeah, that was a tough shot. I'm surprised he even got it up and around the rim there.
So out of the ball game is Rowley, and checking in is Kyler Nielsen, a junior. 17 fouls on Juab, 9 on Payson here. And free throw bounces high and no good. So 3 of 5 in this half from the free throw line for the Juab Wasps. Pass in the far corner for Payson. On the rotation, Reno up, under, off the glass, no good, little long. Rebound down to Douglas. Surveying it as he comes up on the far alley. Comes to the top, bounce pass left to Morgan. Morgan to the free throw line on the dribble. Right-hand side, Douglas cranks for a three. Hits it. Boy, Juab needed that. And that will put the 19th point on the board for the Juab Wasps.
And Dylan Douglas, he's one of their better three-point shooters, so we might see a little more from him tonight.
Far angle coming off the top. Now to Reno, three-pointer. You can't let him shoot out there. And again, that rim knocks down and locks in the paint. Shot is up. That's no good. And the rebound down to the Juab Wasps. Referee hasn't seen the rim yet. The other one has now and checked it, and it's locked down. So they'll have to set that. Juab will have it inbounds after they reset the rim again. It's had a tendency. They need a little WD-40 on that puppy right there.
Need to get some more dunks. Need some more dunks in this
Yeah,
game.
it needs a little more work. That's true. Need some of that paint rubbed off. It's a fairly new rim. Inbounds Juab, side court. Douglas in backcourt. He's picked up by Wood. And Douglas working back to the top of the key. For left side, Nielsen. Nielsen fouled by Dallin Rowley of Payson. He was really in his breadbasket. Got the foul call. So that referee's kind of proved me wrong. I didn't know that he would make foul calls down on the Juab offensive end. Is right in front of the Payson coach. And at the free throw line, first shot is good. That's for Tyler Nielsen at the free throw line. Now, Juab can climb back into this. They've got it back into single digits now. Second one short. The rebound working inside. Clark goes up. That's good for two. So Clark played dividends, and we got a 6-point ball game. 28-22. Off the screen out top. Now they get it out top again. Payson off the screen man. They'll come down low to Reno, or gobbled around there. Reno's outside with it. Into the paint, spin in, right-hand shot, off the glass, rims off, rebound, Juab. That was a forced shot by Payson. Kind of got a little individualistic there. So at 28-22 and a minute 18 remaining. And Nephi, Juab Wasps, they turn it over. Pass to the angle left. So another turnover. Been plenty of those in this ball game.
Yeah, it looked like a little miscommunication between Dylan and his teammate there.
Attacking quickly, Wood at the top. Backs away. Goes to the angle left to Neves. In the paint, head fake, shot up and under. Well, he was patient and it paid off. A little under and up move for Dallin Rowley for 2 for Payson. So it stops the Juab run. They had a pretty good little string going. Pass to the angle left. Clark attack, comes to the baseline. Head fake, pump fake. Get him for the walk. And it'll be a turnover again on Juab.
Yeah, I don't think he meant to do that when he kind of just slipped on the floor there.
When he tried to plant there, his foot kept sliding. Far angle, now back out top. Near side to Wood. Drive down into the paint, off balance shot, that rolls in. Lobbed up by Dallin Rowley. Back on an acrobatic shot. We're back to a 10-point spread at 32-22. Ball tipped and stolen at side court. Dribbling down one-on-one against Douglas. Back it in, no good. Free throw line shots coming up for Dallin Rowley. Coming up at halftime, our Southern Utah University halftime show, from a new freshman to a graduate student, and SUU education designed to help you experience more education. So free throws here for Dallin Rowley. For Payson, a lead with 10 seconds remaining by 10. And this second quarter, that's been a quarter of streaks. Misses the first free throw.
This Payson offense does a really good job of opening up the middle of the court.
They do, don't they?
Yeah. They catch at that center, and then they take it to the basket. Not a lot of help down there.
2 things they do, either shoot long threes or right down the gut with it. Second free throw. That bounces off. He missed them both. So the rebound down to Juab. They attack you with 5 seconds remaining. Douglas has got to work quick. Comes off the screen. Top of the key. Got it on a three-pointer. That is a key one for Juab to close out the quarter. Gives them a little bit of momentum as they head into the locker room here at halftime. 32-25. Juab climbed out of the hole. They've got it back to within 7. Our halftime show coming up, presented by Southern Utah University. We'll be back in 3 minutes.
Choosing a college is tough, but there's a big difference between 25 and 500 students in a class. SUU has small classes. It's a big difference if your professor is teaching class or doing research. SUU professors are in the classroom teaching and calling on you by name. At SUU, distinguished faculty are in small classes teaching rigorous nationally accredited programs on a safe campus in an unrivaled natural setting. Southern Utah University. There is a difference.
When I was thinking about going back to school, I got pretty nervous, just knowing I had a young family and money was tight for us. As a mother, online courses were perfect for my busy schedule. One of the things that was huge for me was how affordable this program was. Without the online courses, I know I wouldn't be able to finish school or transfer to a major university. I will always be grateful for Snow College in helping me reach my goals and helping me set the pathway for my future.
Central Valley Medical Center in Nephi is excited to announce the addition of a brand new MRI machine to their campus. The Cygnus 16-channel MRI unit by GE is the next generation in high-definition MRI scanning. The new unit is located permanently at CVMC, and this makes scheduling an MRI more convenient than ever. Now there's no need to travel far to receive an MRI, as appointments are available Monday through Friday. Call 623-3165 to schedule an appointment today. When you choose Central Valley Medical Center in Nephi, you choose award-winning care.
All Around Dental Care, located next to the Mount Nebo Market in Nephi, can help protect your smile by keeping it healthy. All Around Dental Care offers free initial exams and x-rays, braces as low as $98 a month, free ortho consultations, and convenient appointment times. Doctors Ryan Rush and Justin Hilmo accept all insurances and even offer an in-house insurance plan. And right now they're offering a cleaning for just $45. Just mention the Wasp Sports Special when you stop in. All Around Dental Care, excellent dental care for the entire family. Call 623-0866.
Cache Valley Bank, with convenient locations throughout central Utah, is pleased to provide community banking the way it should be, with innovative deposit products to help you manage your financial needs. They are large enough to assist you with all of your borrowing needs, yet small enough to provide local decisions and local control. They offer residential construction loans along with several long-term mortgage financing options. Cache Valley Bank, a tradition of helping. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
New car, used car, Delta, Nephi. There's just one name you need to remember, Drew Bay. That's Drew Bay Chevrolet in Delta and Drew Bay Used Cars in Nephi. You'll feel good at the end of the day when you do business with Drew Bay. Drew Bay stands for world-class service with a hometown feeling. That's Drew Bay Chevrolet in Delta and Drew Bay Used Cars in Nephi. Make it a day to remember. Start your day at drewbaychevrolet.com.
Our halftime show is presented by Southern Utah University as we bring you this Juab Wasp action against the Payson Lions. 32-25, our halftime score, with Payson leading the Juab Wasps. Let's take a look at our SUU game summary. Juab got an early lead, and we traded back and forth, had one tie and the 3 lead changes in the first quarter of play. And then Juab went on a 14-point run starting in the late part of the first quarter, carrying into the second quarter. That 14-point run put them up by a score of 12 at 21-9. They eventually led it by as much as 15 at 28-13. Then Juab got a little run of their own as well, ran off 8 unanswered points, and they climbed to within 6 at 28-22. And then it was again a 10-point margin at 32-22, and then the final 3 from Douglas to pull it to within 7 at the end of the half. 32-25, 7-point spread. Payson outscoring Juab in the second quarter, 19-16, a higher scoring quarter than that first period of play. So halftime score, 32-25. Halftime show presented by Southern Utah University. Take a 2-minute timeout and then be back.
You want a quality education? How's this? All of SUU's nursing graduates passed their licensing exam on the first try in May of 2010. 100% of our students, not most of them, all of them. Small classes, caring faculty, the best facilities. That equals quality. Again, in May of 2011, 100% of our students passed the test. That's quality. You expect it, SUU delivers it.
Lots of Matzo Pizza in Nephi is locally owned and a delicious pizza restaurant in Nephi where they do delivery to Nephi, Mona, and Levan. Lots of Matzo Pizza has take and bake as well as hot and go pizza. Their food is made fresh daily in-store, and they offer pizza, pasta, calzones, sticks, and fresh salads. You can find them online at lotsofmatza.com. Their menu is available there, and you can do online ordering available to the customers. Lots of Matzo Pizza, proud sponsor of Juab High School Sports.
For everyday low prices and friendly service, visit Mount Nebo Market in Nephi. The entire staff prides themselves on outstanding customer service and providing you with savings in every department. You'll enjoy freshly baked items in their bakery, top quality cuts of meat, and an amazing produce department. Check out their in-store flyer for incredible deals each week. And be sure to stop in for your Terrell's Country Bakery frozen scone dough at Mount Nebo Market. If you're looking for good old-fashioned friendly service with everyday savings, shop Mount Nebo Market in Nephi.
Choosing a college is tough, but there's a big difference between 25 and 500 students in a class. SUU has small classes. It's a big difference if your professor is teaching class or doing research. SUU professors are in the classroom teaching and calling on you by name. At SUU, distinguished faculty are in small classes teaching rigorous nationally accredited programs on a safe campus in an unrivaled natural setting. Southern Utah University. There is a difference.
Larry Masco and Austin Soper with you. Halftime show presented by Southern Utah University, and the halftime score 32-25. Payson leading over the Juab Wasps. We'll go to Austin and take a look at some of the individual scoring there from that first half of play.
I think that, like you mentioned earlier, that box and chase or that diamond and chase really kind of calmed down Reno there in the first half, which actually gave Dallin Jasperson a chance to shine.
And he did, didn't he?
Oh, man, he has just been hot so far. But for the Juab side, I think if this is Dylan Douglas to hit the shot at the end of the half, I think if he comes out with that same kind of intensity and fire, I think we're going to have a good half on our hands.
We do have Josh Clark in double figures, don't we, with 10 points. So he scored 10 of the 25 here for the Juab Wasps. And then Douglas with a couple of threes in this ball game. And they've got to keep going to Clark. A lot of good that sweeping does. Look what he left in midcourt. Doing some fancy stuff with some kind of dance movement out there, and left all the debris. They're giving him an award for this. Maybe he gets a pay raise, you know. Have to see it to know it. Anyway, it is our halftime show, and it is a presentation of Southern Utah University. The score here, 32-25. I think they've got to keep getting Clark. He's got to keep working inside. He's had some frustrating moments there, but he can't give up. A time or two he got like he was going to be a little tentative, but he's got to keep the aggression up and maybe moving that ball a little quicker so that a few of the things will open up outside. Payson reacts to the ball. They looked a little sluggish in the first minute or two, and then Payson, they really get tenacious on defense.
Yeah, I think Juab needs to, like you said, keep working it into Josh down in the post, into Clark. And also, like you said, be patient on the outside. Get that ball moving around. Get that zone. Get some holes in that zone. Maybe get some flashes in the high post and get some better shots. They haven't, I mean, if you think about it, Juab hasn't really had a lot of good looks at the basket. They've been kind of muscled and fighting for everything that they've taken besides a couple of three-pointers.
So our score here at halftime is 32-25. We'll take a 1-minute break and then be back with second half action.
Side-by-side multi-use vehicles are some of the most popular ways to combine work and fun. And for whatever challenge your day has in store, Honda has just the side-by-side for you. The new Pioneer 704, and you can see it at Garrett Honda in Nephi. The Pioneer 704 is the only side-by-side that features a pair of independently folding seats in the bed, so it can comfortably carry up to 4 adults. So come on down to Garrett Honda, 563 North Main in Nephi, and check out the new Honda Pioneer 704 today. Garrett Honda, a proud supporter of Juab Sports.
The Fairview Telephone Company was founded in 1903 to bring telephone service to small communities in central Utah when no one else would. That small phone company is now Centricom, and our vision hasn't changed. We want rural central Utah to have the very best options for high-speed internet, cable TV, and home phone. Why? Because we live here too. Centricom, your local telecommunications company.
Our halftime show has been presented by Southern Utah University, a curriculum deliberately built to focus on your experience. SUU.edu or a visit to campus in Cedar City. It's 32-25, a 7-point lead for Payson, and that's half of what they led with by at one time. So you have dug out of a hole. Boy, if they'd have gone into the locker room down by 15-20, that'd be a really deep one to try to get out of. Coming up, we've got the North St. Pete broadcast coming up Friday. That'll be in Nephi. That'll be on the Eagle KLGO. And Carbon at Juab next Wednesday. That's here on KMGR for that one. And then Friday the 24th, Juab at Richfield on KLGL. And that wraps up the first half of league play in a small league, 5 teams. That will be finishing the first round of league play pretty quickly.
And it looks like Juab's going to go back to that zone they started out with the game.
Reno working to the near side with it. Payson to our left, Juab to our right. Bounce pass, Reno chases it down, gets it back outside. Come on the angle left. Humphreys back out top again. Off of it to Reno. Reno gives it up. Rowley down in the corner right, down to the paint and lost out of bounds by Payson. Turnover by Matt Hales, who started the game, but he didn't play a lot in that second quarter. Got in foul trouble. He's back in there and turns the ball over. And against some token full court pressure, Carlton picked up at half court. Pass to the right angle. Out top. Peeling off of it, Douglas. Carlton. Clark kicks out in the corner. Douglas. Flashing through at the free throw line. Shot is up and good. Nice cut to an open spot by Rowley for 2.
Yeah, Payson's switched to man defense now, so they've kind of switched defenses.
Skip pass for Payson. They'll come to the angle near side. Shot is up and good by Bryson Wood from 3-point. So Payson ringing up another one and turned it into an 8-point lead real quick. Far side. For help outside, they'll have to come down to Clark, but they'd like to really get more on the inside here. Clark will rotate around on the perimeter dribble. Give it up to Morgan. Down low block. Back to Morgan. Raises on the jump shot. That rims off the putback right in midair. Carlton opportunistic as he puts back the rebound for two. 6:21 remaining here in the third quarter. Our post-game show coming up, presented by Sunrise Engineering on tonight's broadcast. That's a carry of the ball. Are they going to call a foul here? The official going over and saying something to the Payson coach. Reno walked with the ball, but they whistle a foul on Morgan, and it'll be inbounds for Payson.
And that's all it took was that one three-pointer to get Juab back into their man. They just have a hard time with that three-point shot in that zone of theirs.
Reno back cuts. He gets the inbounds pass, and he is fouled there by Brandon Morgan. You got a shortcut to the defensive spot. Morgan chased him around the perimeter, and he got beat. You've got to make the shortcut and take along that side of the key and get to the spot before the offensive man does. Reno just does a loop cut and got wide open on the inbounds. So Reno goes to the free throw line, and first one is good. Daniel Reno, a 6'4" senior guard. Got good size. Not the quickest guard in the world. He wouldn't play point guard at another level, but Mike could play at a small college somewhere, the 2 or 3 spot. His second free throw is good as well. Question would be how much will he mix it up and how well can he play defense, which is something we don't see a lot in high school ball. How much get him into some AAU ball and find out how much he can really go when he's going against the Emorys and the Haws and those kind of guys. And defensively, how well can he really play against people his size? Down low, shuffle off and it's tipped away. Here comes Reno on the drive. Right-hand side, loses the ball behind his back. Tipped down to a fellow teammate, throws up a prayer, no good, and a rebound. Taken down by Juab. Long pass at the other end to Clark. And Clark will have to kick it back outside. Down the alley comes Rowley off the glass. Got it for two. Clark doing a good job of waiting for a cutter to come down and get him the ball.
Another good job by Juab taking advantage of that turnover. Reno tried to get a little fancy down there, I think.
Yes, he did. He'll cut through at the top, come into the paint, and whipping away with his arm. And they call the offensive foul on him? I think so. You know, I'm not sure. I was kind of screened away. It looked like the defender did have a hand on the ball. Reno threw an elbow.
Yeah, that's what the ref is just saying right now.
Threw an elbow to the side of the defensive player. So inbounds for Juab. Douglas has it in backcourt. Dillon to work across. Gets the pass to Carlton. Carlton used up. Now he comes to Clark down low. Clark out. Rowley. Rowley shot in the corner. Out. Partway down. Comes out. The rebound to Wood. And then taken by Juab. Tipped around. Finally it's pulled right back down by Rowley. Jeff across midcourt near us. They work at the basket to our right here in the third quarter. 37-31. Just inside the 5-minute mark. Rotation cut with the pass going to Downey. Douglas will back it away. Needs a cutter. Has to go to the wing right. Now they've got the cutter coming through, but the dribbler went right where the cutter was at. Far side to Clark. Clark in a couple steps on the dribble. Comes down on the low block. Carlton turns around. Hook shot up. Rims off no good. And the rebound down to Reno for the Payson Lions. Holds up angle. He'll give it up to his point guard. He'll come angle left. 3-point shot on the way. Short. No good. Rebound. Clark trying to push it on the dribble. Tipped away by Payson. It'll be back in bounds.
You know, Jasperson, he might have had a rebound there, but he was used to those falling down, so he was already headed back down the court.
So inbounds for Juab, trailing by 6 here at the 4:14 mark, third period, 37-31. Douglas goes right to Rowley. Off in the curl cut. Out to Clark. Clark at the free throw line. And that rim sticks down again. And we've got a foul call on the offensive rebound against Juab. That's against Downey. That's the third or fourth call tonight away from the ball. Inbounds for Payson. 4 minutes remaining, quarter. Third period, 37-31. Was as much as a 15-point lead in the first half for Payson. Reno spins to the baseline, dumps the pass out, shot on the way, and that's off the back iron. missed by Wood. Rebound and taken away, and Wood gets it back up. Got to be careful with the pass. They gave up 2. You can't afford to do that against a team that you're trying to upset. So they gave up 2 right there. And then we've got a whistle and a timeout taken by the Juab Wasps. Timeout on the court with 3:36 remaining. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Dale Whitlock of Security Insurance continues to be the type of insurance agent that makes a difference to your family by offering United Insurance. Because United Insurance is based in Utah, they understand the risks, weather, and conditions that you experience. This is why they can offer superior coverage for your greatest investments. Give Dale a call at 435-623-2590 and ask about United Underwriters Insurance. If you've had a little bit of bad luck with prior insurance, or even if you don't have insurance now, give them a try. 435-623-2590.
In the third quarter, 3:36 remaining, 39-31. 8-point lead for the Payson Lions. And the Juab timeout here to get gathered around, figure some things out. They played hard. I can't take away anything on the credit. They're playing against a team that's on their home court and using that home court advantage. So inbounds across the way for the Wasps. And it'll be a head-to-head pressure on the inbounds. They'll need a screen off here probably to get somebody open for the pass. Get it into Oki, who's in the ball game. Carter Oki is in, and a guard spot. Douglas, still in the junior guard. To Clark, far side Oki. Oki swings through, gets fouled. Grabbed by Dallin Jasperson. That's just a good old basic sweep move with the ball right there. And Jasperson tagged him on the way through. Jasperson comes out with his 3rd foul. And Dallin Neves will check in. Jasperson's a junior. Neves is a senior. Inbounds, Juab underneath their own basket. Look for the inside, nothing there. Get it out to Rowley. Rowley into the paint. Comes up, under with it, and whistle on a foul. And I've got to say there, your referee has kind of leveled out since I complained once. I don't think that had anything to do with it, but did they call it on Reno? Yeah, it is on Reno, his 2nd. He was complaining pretty heavily about the last one, and he's complaining about this one. Free throw no good by Rowley. So Rowley will, like I said, a little better on this one. Need every point they can get. To give up a critical turnover a moment ago that really didn't want to have happening. So 39-32. Far side pass in the angle. Out top, Reno long 3-pointer. Rattles in and out. Rebound down to the Juab Wasps. Need to convert, Austin, they've got to convert opportunities like this. When Payson comes down, throws up an early shot, misses. And if you're Juab, you got to convert the opportunities, and they won't do it that way when they turn the ball over Oki.
Yeah, they're not getting into Clark as much as they were before.
And they're turning their head away from their fellow offensive players. Sometimes you just got to all times be attentive. You're not going to cut all night long and be open all night long. This is Payson team. You got to take advantage of when somebody does cut and get open. You got to get them the ball then and there. So Payson attacking at the offensive end with 2:46 remaining. In the angle near us. Out top. There's a walk. No call. Into the paint. Ball loose on the floor. Picked up by Juab. Forced it was Rowley. Dallin Rowley for Payson. In the paint. Rowley. He'll kick it out, and they will get him on the walk for the Juab Wasps. Kind of got tripped up in the paint. Or as approached it. So it's going to be a trade of turnovers, and here comes Payson up on the attack. Wood skips left, comes out in the angle left. Now back out to Wood. Reno off a screen, back cut, baseline cut. In the paint, drive comes. Oh, a lot of contact too, as Carlton came down pretty hard on the drive by Neves for Payson. So with 2:17 remaining, our 39-32 score. At the free throw line is Dallin Neves, coming up on our post-game show. Sunrise Engineering, serving clients in Utah, Idaho, Wyoming, and Arizona for over 30 years. It'll be a short post-game show tonight. And the free throw, no good on the first one by Neves. So Carlton checks out with his 3rd foul for the Wasps. Downey on the floor, and the 2nd free throw is good. So Downey and Oki both off the bench here for Juab. Douglas works it up. Defended by Wood. They've been at each other all night long. Clark way outside. Oki. Swing through, go to the left-hand side. Drive right. Rowley not open. Going to have to give it up. Douglas works in the corner left. Down in the low block. Turn around. Oh, that should have been. Boy, that's mugging. Holy cow. Boy, and you hear the Juab people coming up on it. A reach across by Jordan Humphreys, and they were real late on the whistle. They really didn't call the first contact. They didn't call it till the second one. Clark was trying to go up for the shot. But it's Clark to go here to the free throw line.
Boy, if they wouldn't have called that second one.
There would have been an eruption here, wouldn't there
would have been?
Free throw by Clark's good on the first one for Juab.
But that was a better possession for Juab. They got it into Clark. He was able to make a nice little pivot move towards the basket and draw the foul.
Humphreys picks up his third foul. So Jaden Hartle, a junior, comes in for the Payson Lions. Payson won the JV game tonight. It's a tight game until the fourth quarter. Free throws no good. About 50% what Juab's doing lately in the free throw department. Wood attacks and he comes to the angle left to Rowley. This is the Rowley for Payson. We used to say Rowley, there's one on each team. And to the far right side, Wood with a three-pointer, too long. The rebound taken down by Clark. Doesn't have much help. Clark's got to hesitate, then go, and gets the foul call. Good thinking by Clark. He hesitated, looked, nobody to help. He says, okay. The defense lulled for a second when they saw me hesitate, and he burned it to the hoop, and he's going to make it pay off with a chance to go to the free throw line.
And that was a good choice by Clark with his size.
Yep.
I think that was probably the best he could have made out of that turnover.
With 1:20 remaining, Clark at the free throw line, only converted one of two the last trip up there, and he misses the first one here. This gets to be a 4 or 5 point ball game, though. These missed free throws could be much of the consequence. That's the third foul, by the way, on Dallin Rowley. So into the ball game is Darren Barr, a 6-foot sophomore guard for the Payson Lions. Lead by 7. And Clark to shoot the second free throw here for the Wasps, and he gets that one. 40-34. They're back to within 6 with 1:20 remaining in the third period. Now, Juab just can't give up a big run of points here. So I'd be keeping Reno within my sights, force everything outside to some of these younger players. Now they got it to Reno. Watch out, he'll go left, loses the ball. Pick back up one of his teammates in the paint. They'll dump out to Reno. Reno sweeps in, comes just inside the free throw line, skips right. He got fouled. Bryson Downey. He said, I'm not going to give him the easy two. I'll make him go to the line. He's been pretty automatic there. And you knew Payson was going to look to get the ball to him with a couple of their starters on the bench. Veteran coach here at Payson. He's been here a long time at Payson High School. And the free throw is good. Substitution. Connor Nielsen will come back in. Rowley with his third foul comes out. We'll have to go without Rowley the rest of this quarter. And Reno gets the second free throw. If I'd have done a little more homework, it would have been interesting to have gone back and see how much of the scoring Reno gets from the free throw line. And he has 20 points a game. Oki relays far side. They work it down in the corner. Downey has to back away. They come down low. Clark has to retrieve the ball. Nielsen bounce pass to him. Out top, Oki. Far angle. Nielsen. Right side, Oki. Oki dribbling to the free throw line. Tipped away. And then taken right back. In the corner, Clark races for a three. No good. And the rebound down. And then stolen and foul call. Now that's little John Stockton sneakiness right there by Bryson Downey. He just kind of hung out in the shadows, and all of a sudden he made a cut through and made a steal after the rebound and the outlet pass and earns a trip to the free throw line.
We've seen that a lot tonight after those defensive rebounds get a little bit careless.
Yeah.
For both teams.
First free throw no good. Boy, this free throw shooting is haunting the Juab Wasps. They trail here by 8 And they're only shooting about 50% at the free throw line. They had 3 field goals early. Since they've just been going to the free throw line. And they're not converting them. Got the second one. 42-35. Inside 15 seconds. Right side. Now I'd keep playing Reno outside, keep forcing him outside. Into the paint. That's a walking call. And it's going to be 7 seconds remaining for Juab to have the ball inbound side court across the way. I'm guessing Payson will put on some pressure. Maybe not. The coach hasn't told them to come out with pressure. Now they do. Little token pressure. And get it into the hands of Douglas. Douglas coming off a screen. Got to work it across midcourt. Side court. Hangs in the air. Long shot. In and out from far side court. So at the end of 3 quarters of play, Payson 42, Juab 35. Back with fourth quarter action in 1 minute.
Painter Motor in Nephi is home of the best new and used cars in central Utah, backed by extraordinary service. Test drive the new 2014 Chevy Silverado that's redesigned from the tires up to feature best in horsepower, best in towing, and best in fuel economy, touting a V8 engine that gets V6 gas mileage. Right now, Painter Motor has a rock-bottom pre-owned vehicle special. Get any pre-owned vehicle for just $37 down. Painter Motor, 1100 North Main Street in Nephi. Call 800-662-CARS or online at paintermotor.com.
Nephi Federal Credit Union in Nephi offers convenient service and a variety of financial services. They're your hometown credit union that's been serving local residents for over 63 years, longer than any other financial institution in Nephi. The staff invites you to check out their incredible rates on a variety of loans and savings accounts. Nephi Federal Credit Union, 155 North Main in Nephi. Call 623-1895. That's 623-1895. Nephi Federal Credit Union, proud supporter of the Wasps this season.
We go into the fourth quarter of play with Payson leading Juab 42-35, and I said it, and Austin just seconding it here about those free throws. The difference in this game right now, as the Juab Wasps have struggled at the free throw line. They hit 50% was all in that quarter, and they only hit about 50% in the second quarter. They only had one time they've hit both free throws when they've gone to the line. Clark down low, kicks it out, Rowley. Douglas for a 3. Comes off the back of the iron, rebound to Reno. We were talking during the break that got to get Douglas with a few more chances on the threes. Cut through Reno, head fake, pump fake, whistle. We talked about his size. He's 6'4", he's well built. Basketball well built. He's not a football player built, but he's got enough size that he just has an advantage there. And he's pretty automatic at the free throw line. So out of the ball game is Carlton with his 4th foul, and he's replaced by Oki. Carter is in for him at the guard spot. Oh, wait a minute. Can't make the substitution change just yet, I guess. So I have to wait till after the free throw. Daniel Reno, a senior for Payson at the free throw line, and got that one. Just very consistent, just like an automatic shotgun there. He does not have any hesitation in that free throw.
He looks so comfortable at that line, doesn't he?
Yeah. Now the substitution change, and Reno at the free throw line for his 2nd, and drops that one down. I don't think you want to send him to the line in the closing minutes of a ball game if you're trying to dig back in. 9-point spread now at 44-35. Morgan at the top. Clark picks up the ball after he bobbled it. Now back to the top. Douglas, right-hand side. And they're going to call the hand check outside on Bryson Wood. That is 16 foul on 17 foul, so it should be 4th on, they called it on Humphreys away from the ball. That's his 4th. At the free throw line is Clark. Got the first one. Got to shoot better at the free throw line here when you have the chance. Dallin Jasperson, a junior, comes in. Jordan Humphreys comes out. Boy, Jasperson did damage when Payson needed to get a little lift early on. He was the one that hit some threes and got the aircraft going for him, the air artillery. Second free throw good as well. 44-37 here with 7:15 remaining in Payson. Payson to our left, Juab to our right. Far angle. Neves. Now to Reno. Help on the baseline. Reno powers, comes back up, rolls off. Rebound tipped out, taken by the way by Clark across the way. Douglas to work up, defended by Wood as he has been most of the night. Ball tipped away. Wood's going to chase it down, go in for the layup. Got it for two. Wood is always in your face. You can't, in fact, you don't want to pull up your dribble there.
Bryson Wood is actually the team leader in steals, so he's held up that reputation.
And it's just barely saved by Juab on a possession here. They had a bad pass. 9-point spread. Juab a little rattled. They need to settle down in this possession. Have the inbounds coming up. Near side court for Rowley. Down low to Clark. Clark's going to come into the paint. Body check. Shot is up. Whistle. Clark will go to the line where he's earned quite a few trips there. Post-game show coming up, presented by Sunrise Engineering. Have our game summary and our look at individual scoring on our post-game show, and that'll be about it here on our post-game. So at 6:32, Clark at the free throw line for the Wasps. And he's hit much more consistently now in this quarter.
I would expect to see Payson start to slow it down a little bit with this lead. And
if they know how. I don't know, a couple of those guards, I'm not sure if they know how to slow down. 46-39. And it's not that hard. You know, their coach, you tell them, look, I want 6, 7 passes. You don't tell them a specific number, then they start counting them. But tell them, I want 6, 7, 8 passes or so, and before we start looking. Outside, Wood. He'll bring it out top to Neves. Far side, Jasperson in the paint. Backhand flip on the pass. And nice setup for his teammate, Matt Hales. Is that Hales' first scoring of the night? Yeah.
First basket of the night for Hales. What a pass by Jasperson.
Yes, dandy. 48-39. Rowley. Drive and then hand it off. Douglas to the free throw line, sweeps to the far side. If they'd had another screen there, he got him open. If they'd had a screen come out, Douglas could have gotten open for a three. Near side, dump down low, Douglas. He's not a post player, going to kick it out now. Oki gives it a look, goes to Clark. Clark coming in rotation, gets it now to Rowley. Turns around, off balance shot, and no good in the rebound. Down to Payson. Payson can get this into double digits again. Reno outside, little head fake. Body English puts it off the glass, no good. The tip follow, that's no good. And rebound taken outside by Wood. Payson keeps the possession going. Right side, Reno. We got a whistle and a timeout taken by Payson. 1 minute timeout, we'll be back.
Nephi Federal Credit Union in Nephi offers convenient service and a variety of financial services. They're your hometown credit union that's been serving local residents for over 63 years, longer than any other financial institution in Nephi. The staff invites you to check out their incredible rates on a variety of loans and savings accounts. Nephi Federal Credit Union, 155 North Main in Nephi. Call 623-1895. That's 623-1895. Nephi Federal Credit Union, proud supporter of the Wasps this season.
Azomite Mineral Products in Nephi is using a unique deposit to create fertilizers and as a feed ingredient for customers all over the world. Their Feed Grit product, used as a feed ingredient for livestock, is gaining popularity because research has indicated its potential to improve overall animal health. Azomite can be found at your IFA Country Store, Steve Regan stores, or on their website at azomite.com. For more information, visit them on Facebook, Twitter, or the web. Azomite is excited to be part of the Nephi community and supports Juab High School athletics.
48-39 and 5:13 remaining here in Payson with Larry Masco and Austin Soper and Juab basketball coverage. Coming up on Friday, North St. Pete at Juab, broadcast on KLGL. The game's always with 7 o'clock tip-offs. Inbounds across the way for the Payson Lions, their own end of the court. And a very green gymnasium. I don't know what font this is. People who've studied graphic design would know what font they've got on their uniforms, but it's not your typical one, that's for sure. And that one is almost a crazy. It looks like an exclamation point. On the cut through, Reno dumps it down to the baseline. And blocked, taken down by Juab. Reno was not selfish there. He's been giving it up a couple of times. Into the paint, run off the glass on the runner. No good after the missed shot by Rowley. Whistle afterwards. I have a foul on Rowley. And we go to the other end and shoot 1-on-1. So you let Payson score with the clock stopped here with Wood. And Rowley will come out of the ball game with his fourth. And replaced by Bryson Downey. And I didn't see the foul happen, but you can't give up those cheap fouls when your points are valuable for your team. That basically just puts a lot more load on Clark to try to score. Clark and Douglas. And free throw is good by Wood. After that one run of 14 points by Payson, Juab's kept this pretty even up. But it could get away from them here right now. They don't get a score in a couple of possessions, and they've given up Payson an opportunity to score here with the clock stopped. 11-point spread now at 50-39. And here's another turnover. Lead it to the right-hand side. Reno hesitates. He's fouled by Carter Oki. He's automatic at the free throw line. We'll see what happens here with 4:45 remaining here in the fourth quarter. 2 shots for Oki. A game presented tonight in part by Centricom, Cache Valley Bank, Central Valley Medical Center, and Drew Bay Used Cars. Reno at the free throw line for the Payson Lions. And he's got that one. They are 5 of 5 this quarter, the charity stripe. Carlton will come back in. He's got 4 fouls. Oki comes out. Douglas wondering what kind of an offensive set they want now, because thinking maybe the Payson will put on some pressure on it here. And Reno finally misses a free throw. Rebound taken down by Carlton. So it's a 12-point difference. Juab with the ball. Far side, Carlton gives it up. Hesitation drive inside. Now Clark's got to back away. Carlton, we've got a whistle and a foul on Reno. I think he's learning a lesson here that early on I think he might have thinking he was going to be protected, and then the referees haven't let him play any different than anybody else in the late go here. So it's at the free throw line on a 1-on-1. That's the third foul. He wanted to talk to the referee, and the referee says, go talk to your coach. And left-handed shot coming up. Good. For Carlton, gets that one, and boy, Juab's got to get every point they can and every opportunity here. About the midpoint of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, the Payson coach wanted Reno to get down in the box so he could get that rebound. He was out here talking to the ref.
Second free throw also good. Yeah, quit complaining and go do your job is kind of what he was telling him. And a timeout on the court with the score 51-41, back in 1 minute.
When I was thinking about going back to school, I got pretty nervous, just knowing I had a young family and money was tight for us. As a mother, online courses were perfect for my busy schedule. One of the things that was huge for me was how affordable this program was. Without the online courses, I know I wouldn't be able to finish school or transfer to a major university. I will always be grateful for Snow College in helping me reach my goals and helping me set the pathway for my future.
Central Valley Medical Center in Nephi is excited to announce the addition of a brand new MRI machine to their campus. The Cygnus 16-channel MRI unit by GE is the next generation in high-definition MRI scanning. The new unit is located permanently at CVMC, and this makes scheduling an MRI more convenient than ever. Now there's no need to travel far to receive an MRI, as appointments are available Monday through Friday. Call 623-3165 to schedule an appointment today. When you choose Central Valley Medical Center in Nephi, you choose award-winning care.
4:22 on the clock in this ball game. If you're out there somewhere in Payson, you can probably drag down Main Street right now. All the cops are here. Came in to watch the ball game, I guess, across the way. And it will be inbounds at the far end for Payson. I thought for a second maybe Juab was going to put on full court pressure, but they're dropping out of it now. 10-point difference with 4:22 remaining out of the timeout. Wood, who is the point guard for Payson, try to trap him right across midcourt. Kick far side, Jasperson out top now to Wood. Reno skip on the far side, Jasperson, three-point shot right where he left off. I think he's only a spot shooter. Certain places, but boy, when he can set and shoot, he's deadly.
In that same corner as well.
Yep. Down on the low block to Clark. Clark going to have to back it away. It's a 13-point difference now. In the paint, they'll dump outside. Hand it now to Douglas. Douglas skimming off, coming to the top of the key. An important shot. It rims off, no good. The rebound, Payson. The pressure on in backcourt. Walking call. They'll force the turnover. The rebound by Rowley. Juab will still have an opportunity here after they force that turnover. Rowley back in the ball game. And Morgan to the bench. Inbounds for Juab. Down by 13 with 3:38 remaining. They've got to score every possession now. To Clark outside. Down in the corner. Douglas. Puts up the three. Short. Follows it. Comes in the paint. Puts up a left-handed shot. That's no good. And the rebound taken away by Reno. Well, they didn't score. They had what they wanted. They just couldn't get the shot to drop. And Wood at the other end will set offensively for Payson. They'll be a little more deliberate with it now. Jasperson, the near angle. Defended by Clark. Outside. Push to near midcourt for Dallin Rowley. Right side to Reno. Reno comes to the baseline. He'll sweep on through. Comes on the dribble. Bounces it out to Wood. Wood back to Reno. Reno outside. Wood. Wood sweeps. Reverses. Stolen. Bad pass that he made. Taken away by Juab. Right hand side. Behind the back dribble. Taken away by Rowley. So a trade of turnovers on miscues. Unforced turnovers, basically. Skip it down in the corner to Reno. And then a timeout taken by Payson with the timeout on the court here at the 2:37 mark, back in 30 seconds.
All Around Dental Care, located next to the Mount Nebo Market in Nephi, can help protect your smile by keeping it healthy. All Around Dental Care offers free initial exams and x-rays, braces as low as $98 a month, free ortho consultations, and convenient appointment times. Doctors Ryan Rush and Justin Hilmo accept all insurances and even offer an in-house insurance plan. And right now they're offering a cleaning for just $45. Just mention the Wasp Sports Special when you stop in. All Around Dental Care, excellent dental care for the entire family. Call 623-0866.
2.5 minutes remaining. It's 54-41. Juab down by 13. They have had this, of course, in the first quarter a tie, and they've been within 6 and 7 on occasion. And now they've gotten down. All they've had in this quarter has been free throws. Nothing from the field yet for Juab. They're 6 of 6 free throw line. Basically, it's Clark and nothing else in this quarter in the offense for them. And here we are at the 2:37 mark. And I'll go back on the court. Douglas has had a couple of looks. They've been trying to get him open. Rowley will be back on the floor with him. Downey. Carlton. And inbounds across the way for Payson. Heavy man-on-man pressure on the inbounds. And Reno can't get to it. So they turn it over. Payson turned it over. That really, they were too interested about trying to get it in front court. Just make it to an automatic guy in the backcourt.
I'm not sure what he was just threw it across the court there.
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure what was going on.
Too much confidence in Reno. And Reno couldn't get to it. It went out of bounds. So Juab, whisker of a chance here with 2.5 minutes remaining, but they've got to score quickly, and they've got to score every time. Into the paint, on the drive, Rowley. Ball lost on the floor, picked up by Payson. And then Rowley will get a reach-around foul. He'll go out of the ball game with 2:23 remaining. They'll call that one to send him on the ejection button. No, they didn't. That wasn't on. Is it on Rowley? I thought he showed a.
Yeah, it was on. Yeah, it was on Rowley. That's only his.
The referee for away he motioned for a second. It is Rowley, and he fouls out. Thought he was calling the flashing up last number 2 on the foul. So Rowley fouls out at the 2:23 mark. He was key early on for Juab when they came out of the box pretty good. Clark has been pretty steady since. He probably had the most solid night for Juab tonight from start to finish.
And he's been their workhorse. He's earned every point tonight.
And Matt Hales at the free throw line for the Payson Lions. Back iron, bounces up, and then comes down and through. Second shot for him. Join us Friday for that North San Pete Juab game. That'll be a critical one in league standings. Small league, and so those home games are important. Games against teams that are pretty evenly matched up with you comes down to league standings. It does look like Payson's going to be the team that's going to be a real challenge for everybody. Clark is down low with it. ball was mishandled. They get it in Clark's hands. And he is fouled by number 13, Matt Hales. So Clark's he just might as well pack lunch, keep it at the free throw line, and go get a snack whenever he wants it there.
And he's shot really well from the free throw line this quarter.
2:10 remaining in this ball game. Richfield and North St. Pete games will be pivotal for the Juab Wasps in this league. Free throw good by Clark. Lineup change. Neves comes in. Jasperson checks out for Payson. Second free throw for Josh Clark. Really not that far, but Wasps up here to Payson. A hop, skip, and a jump, and you're here. Second free throw a little long, and the rebound taken down by the Payson Lions. Walk across for Dallin Rowley. It's it to Neves. Neves drive right-hand side. Get it out to Wood. Wood in the paint, comes up and under. Backhand flip, drops it in. And he'll have a chance to go to the line. Wood is a pretty darn good player, really. And he's got some quick hands. He puts them to good use defensively. And I think really outside of Reno, this is the guy that's the cylinder that makes everything go for Payson.
You're right. He's pretty quick. And again, that Payson offense attacking that middle of the Juab zone.
So 59-42 as Juab pretty well has this one in the bag now. Minute 45 remaining. Carlton really was bumped. He gets it down low. Shot is up and no good by Clark. Felt a little intimidated there. Went too hard with it off the glass, and a rebound down to Payson. And they'll work a little bit of a spread set with Rowley across the way. Rowley in the paint out to the left. They'll bring it outside again. Neves out to Reno. Reno chased by Carlton. You know, I'm changing my mind about Reno. I don't think he can play the 2 in college if he does play any college ball. Doesn't handle the ball well enough under pressure. Probably would have to be a 3. And outside foul is whistled on Brandon Morgan of Juab. So it'll be free throws coming up here. Double bonus here on out with 1:07 remaining. Post-game show presented by Sunrise Engineering, promoting athletic and academic excellence. Visit them at sunrise-eng.com. We'll have a quick post-game presented by Sunrise Engineering. And first free throw is no good by Rowley.
His third miss tonight.
Dallin Rowley is a junior. Nathan Rowley, a brother who hasn't played tonight, is also a junior. Second free throw, rims out. We're going to have a reach over foul on Payson. On the rebound, I think that's going to be on Hales. So we go to the other end and shoot free throws. Game presented tonight in part by Security Insurance, Garrett Honda, Painter Motor, and Mount Nebo Market. Sponsoring some of our coverage here tonight. That is the 4th foul on Hales. His biggest number on the night fouls. And Clark at the free throw line again for the Wasps. Again, only points this quarter for Juab at the free throw line. They have not had a field goal. All of the second half, 3 field goals is all. Clark gets the free throw. And on the night, ten field goals is all for Juab. 11 field goals tonight in this ball game. That's not enough of them. 59-44. We talked about it. This game got into the 60s. Well, Payson's close to it, and they're running away with it now with a minute remaining at 59-44. Genuine spread offense now by Payson. There should have been a foul call. Probably they let it go. Referees maybe just in a hurry to get out of here. And Reno, he's being challenged by Carlton. And Carlton's going to, so if I'm going to make a foul, I want to make a good one. And put Reno at the free throw line with 48 seconds remaining. So I think Carlton has just picked up his 5th, so he'll have to come out of the ball game. Coach Downer is going to look at the bench here and decide who to bring in here for the Juab Wasps. Appreciate all of our sponsors providing our coverage tonight. And of course, Snow College on our pre-games and our halftime show presented by Southern Utah University. I don't know what Carlton said coming off the floor to Reno, but it probably wasn't real cordial. And Reno at the free throw line. We had a little personal grudge match probably going on. It was Carl really didn't end. Reno misses the free throw. Maybe that's what he told me. He says, "You watch, you're going to miss this first free throw, dude." Playing mind games. Reno's second is in and out, so he missed two. And they get the rebound, Payson does, with 45 seconds remaining. So they're up by 15 and have the ball. And they'll work to a spread set here once again. Oki in the ball game. Clark is way outside on Reno. Just watch the belly button, Clark. Don't go for the ball fakes. Reno likes to use those like crazy. And kick it back outside. And then back to Reno. Dribbling out to near midcourt by Clark. Comes to the left hand on the dribble. Dumps it out on the pass now to Wood. And Wood kicks outside with 10 seconds remaining. Neves with it. 5-second mark. And that's going to be it. Ball game. Well, 1 second remaining. And we had a timeout called. That's what one referee is saying. We have a timeout with 1 second remaining. I don't think the coaches either want to care about that. Final score is 59-44. A 15-point victory tonight for the Payson Lions. So 59-44 the final. We'll be back with our post-game show presented by Sunrise Engineering. We'll be back with that in 2 minutes.
Legendary NBA coach Phil Jackson once said, "Yes, victory is sweet, but it doesn't necessarily make life any easier the next season or even the next day." We applaud our student athletes for their hard work and determination on the court and in the classroom. Make your kids' education a priority. Find out what you can do. Brought to you by Sunrise Engineering, promoting excellence in sports and promoting excellence in education. Visit us at sunrise-eng.com.
Cache Valley Bank, with convenient locations throughout central Utah, is pleased to provide community banking the way it should be, with innovative deposit products to help you manage your financial needs. They are large enough to assist you with all of your borrowing needs, yet small enough to provide local decisions and local control. They offer residential construction loans along with several long-term mortgage financing options. Cache Valley Bank, a tradition of helping. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
New car, used car, Delta, Nephi. There's just one name you need to remember, Drew Bay. That's Drew Bay Chevrolet in Delta and Drew Bay Used Cars in Nephi. You'll feel good at the end of the day when you do business with Drew Bay. Drew Bay stands for world-class service with a hometown feeling. That's Drew Bay Chevrolet in Delta and Drew Bay Used Cars in Nephi. Make it a day to remember. Start your day at drewbaychevrolet.com.
Lots of Matzo Pizza in Nephi is locally owned and a delicious pizza restaurant in Nephi where they do delivery to Nephi, Mona, and Levan. Lots of Matzo Pizza has take and bake as well as hot and go pizza. Their food is made fresh daily in-store and they offer pizza, pasta, calzones, sticks, and fresh salads. You can find them online at lotsofmatza.com. Their menu is available there, and you can do online ordering available to the customers. Lots of Matzo Pizza, proud sponsor of Juab High School Sports.
Our post-game show here of Juab Wasp coverage is presented by Sunrise Engineering, making the things you do every day better every day. See their office locations at sunrise-eng.com. Here's our Sunrise Engineering game summary. 3 lead changes and 1 tie in the first period, and then Payson took the lead. They went on a 14-point unanswered string at the end of the first quarter into the second quarter, posted a 15-point lead ultimately at about the midpoint of the second quarter, and then Juab was able to get it within 6 points of occasions, could never get any closer than that. It was a 7-point spread at halftime, 32-25, and a 7-point spread at the end of the third quarter, both teams with 10 points in the third quarter, and Payson outscoring Juab in the fourth quarter, 17-9, 8-point differential there, and they win it by 15, 59-44, the biggest lead in the ball game. Late in the game, 17 points for the Payson Lions here on their home court. This post-game show is presented in part by Sunrise Engineering. We'll take this timeout and be back with final thoughts on the post-game show.
Does your kid know it all? Legendary basketball coach John Wooden once said, "It's what you learn after you know it all that counts." We applaud our student athletes for their hard work and determination on the court and in the classroom. Help your kids see their potential. Partner up with their coaches and teachers. Find out what you can do. Just something to think about. Brought to you by Sunrise Engineering, promoting excellence in sports and education. Visit us at sunrise-eng.com.
For everyday low prices and friendly service, visit Mount Nebo Market in Nephi. The entire staff prides themselves on outstanding customer service and providing you with savings in every department. You'll enjoy freshly baked items in their bakery, top quality cuts of meat, and an amazing produce department. Check out their in-store flyer for incredible deals each week. And be sure to stop in for your Terrell's Country Bakery frozen scone dough at Mount Nebo Market. If you're looking for good old-fashioned friendly service with everyday savings, shop Mount Nebo Market in Nephi.
Side-by-side multi-use vehicles are some of the most popular ways to combine work and fun. And for whatever challenge your day has in store, Honda has just the side-by-side for you. The new Pioneer 704, and you can see it at Garrett Honda in Nephi. The Pioneer 704 is the only side-by-side that features a pair of independently folding seats in the bed, so it can comfortably carry up to 4 adults. So come on down to Garrett Honda, 563 North Main in Nephi, and check out the new Honda Pioneer 704 today. Garrett Honda, a proud supporter of Juab Sports.
The Fairview Telephone Company was founded in 1903 to bring telephone service to small communities in central Utah when no one else would. That small phone company is now Centricom, and our vision hasn't changed. We want rural central Utah to have the very best options for high-speed internet, cable TV, and home phone. Why? Because we live here too. Centricom, your local telecommunications company.
Legendary NBA coach Phil Jackson once said, yes, victory is sweet, but it doesn't necessarily make life any easier the next season or even the next day. We applaud our student athletes for their hard work and determination on the court and in the classroom. Make your kids' education a priority. Find out what you can do. Brought to you by Sunrise Engineering, promoting excellence in sports and promoting excellence in education. Visit us at sunrise-eng.com.
Dale Whitlock of Security Insurance continues to be the type of insurance agent that makes a difference to your family by offering United Insurance. Because United Insurance is based in Utah, they understand the risks, weather, and conditions that you experience. This is why they can offer superior coverage for your greatest investments. Give Dale a call at 435-623-2590 and ask about United Underwriters Insurance. If you've had a little bit of bad luck with prior insurance, or even if you don't have insurance now, give them a try. 435-623-2590.
Our post-game show is presented by Sunrise Engineering. Larry Masco and Austin Soper with you tonight. First off on that JV game, that was Payson 58, Juab 43. The varsity contest, pretty similar score actually, 59-44. Final score, Payson Lions defeating the Juab Wasps. Let's go to Austin Soper and we'll take a look at tonight's individual scoring.
You know, Larry, in the pregame we talked about Juab trying to shut down
Reno,
which they did a fairly good job. He had 12 points. 9 of those came from the free throws.
Oh, okay. I knew it'd be half of them at least.
Yeah.
So, okay.
They did a pretty good job on that, but we also talked about someone else needing to step up and help Reno tonight, which he had. We had Dallin Jasperson had 17 points off of 5 threes.
Wow, okay.
And Bryson Wood also had 15 points. So that was kind of his supporting group.
Yep.
But Dallin Neves had 1. Jaden Hartle had 4. Bryce Weiberg had 2. And then we had Matt Hells with 4. And Dallin Rowley with 4 to kind of wrap up the Payson team.
Okay, and the Juab Wasps.
Juab, we had the leading scorer was Josh Clark. He had 18 points, 12 from the free throw line. As you mentioned before, we didn't have a lot of field goals from the Juab side. Dylan Douglas had 6. We had Chance Carlton with 4. Jeff Rowley with 7. Kyler Nelson with 1. And Bryson Downey with 4. And Brandon Morgan with 2.
In the free throw department, Josh Clark saved their necks tonight in their percentage there, because otherwise they ended up being about 2/3 on the free throw department. They'd have been down at 50% if it hadn't been for Clark in that second half of play on his free throw shooting. So good night for him tonight, and a lot of it from the free throw line. In fact, did he have any field goals at all? In that it was all free throws in the second half, wasn't it, for him?
It was, and he actually did a better job in the fourth quarter, but only missing 1 free throw out of looks like about 8. So he did a nice job, like you said, to pull that percentage up for the Juab Wasps, but the field goal percentage was way down.
Well, they made it competitive, but there was just too much horsepower out there for the Payson Lions tonight. So the final score, 59-44. Next broadcast coming up Friday, North St. Pete at Juab. That'll be on the Eagle KLGL for that one. Appreciate all of our sponsors tonight: Azamite, All Around Dental Care, Nephi Federal Credit Union, Security Insurance, Garrett Honda, Painter Motor, Mount Nebo Market, Drew Bay Used Cars, Centricom, Cache Valley Bank, Central Valley Medical Center, or Snow College on the pregame, SUU, the halftime show, and Sunrise Engineering presenting this post-game show. Final again, 59-44, Payson over Juab. That wraps it up here. Larry Masco and Austin Jackson saying good evening.
You've been listening to exciting high school basketball action on South Central Utah sports leaders, Mid-Utah Radio and Centricom Channel 10. This sports broadcast has been brought to you by sports-minded sponsors throughout South Central Utah. Join us next time for more exciting high school basketball action on Centricom Channel 10 and Mid-Utah Radio.